What up? It's your boy, Dad Drizzle, and welcome to another video. How do you like my mic, eh?
Wait, are you serious? That was absolute trash. I'm telling you right now. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, if you have not subscribed, I'm serious, if you have not subscribed, well, that's okay. I want you to go right now. I want you to go in the description, go to the Kawaii, sign up for it, alright? It's $3. Boom, you get access to extra interviews, you know what I'm saying? It literally messed up all of my freaking interviews. I'm telling you right now, that thing is trash. Do not get a lavalier for the VR. I'm telling you right now, it is just a crap load of freaking... Yo, this is Drizzle overlay, and I'm here to let you in on something real straight. The interview that I actually did was actually really good. However, for this particular one, I wasn't as prepared. As I was going back and as I was editing it, I was giving a lot more of my viewpoints on certain subjects rather than actually giving straightforward answers. Albeit that's fine, but the last thing I want to create is this divide. I want you guys to make decisions not based on what I say, but the decisions that you make for yourselves. The video is going to be a lot more different. I do have some extra interviews that I was planning on holding on for the Ko-Fi, but instead I'm going to leave it available for all of you to enjoy right here on YouTube instead. Although I despise the word, I don't like it, I would be doing you guys a disservice by actually giving you my own perspective, my own direct viewpoints. Even though they were still facts, they were skewing what the whole purpose of the interview was for. The topic for today's video was mainly about how body positivity is self-destructive. And although I was giving facts, I was being way too personal about all the answers I was giving. So instead, enjoy these extra interviews that I was going to hold off for the Ko-Fi. I want to challenge myself to interview people while having all these facts at the ready. This way I create more compelling videos, and it's not long and drawn out, but it gets straight to the point. Of course the videos are still going to be long. Bro, I got to get those ad rolls. There aren't any ads right now, but I mean, come on. Anyway, I'll go ahead and let previous, overlay Drizzle kind of take back over. Sushi. Alright, that is all it is. Anyway, I want you to enjoy that video. You better enjoy it. It's gonna be something weird. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm a deuces. Oh, shoot. Ah, shoot. This topic is that, body positivity is self-destructive.
So define which body positivity, because there's many kinds.
So let's just speak on terms of, there was a woman on, I think it was Women's or Men's magazine, that was 300 pounds talking about, I'm perfect, I'm good, I'm a Miss Independent or whatever she was, but she just looked like a whale put on a magazine. That's what she pretty much she looked like, but she had several health problems. She had several, their doctors are saying, hey, you need to eat more healthy. This is not a standard of living. If this is what is considered standard, then everyone would be dead because they're just over consuming. There's someone else coming along. Oh, okay.
Yes, there is.
But that's what we're talking about. There are very few men who are talking about body positivity is I'm body positive, whatever. No, you see nothing but sexy men with ripped abs, and they look like Chads. That's what they look like for a reason, because that health they push themselves
in society.
Exactly. That there's a double standard that kind of that is put in front of them. But a woman can be whatever, and that kind of stems from the same thing. The fourth wave feminism actually pushes the idea. I used to stand for it. Yeah, there's a fourth. We're getting into the fourth one. But the the 1965 women's suffrage movement pushed for the idea of inclusion. Okay, cool. You want to be involved? Cool. All right. The only issue with that, where it started with you and I, now it's women and no men. Men are trash. Men are this. Men are that. And the ones with the loudest voices are now starting not to be minorities, but majorities of women. That women can just be however and never self-improve and never take accountability for their actions. So they try to push the idea, and they've been doing that over in the media for, I've noticed it over my lifetime, over the way over the past 20 years. It's going on 30. They're pushing the idea that make up this and do that. It used to be something like that, but now it's more like no need to work out, no need to do anything like that. It's a cultural shift. If you notice that in the 70s and 80s, it was all about working out and looking good, but now it's more about having a dump truck and looking like a whale. That's where desirable, but we understand that those desires about being overweight is not desirable. A valuable man is not going to want a woman who's a blimp, who's walking around looking like a baby hippopotamus. It's just not, and they're not going to want that. But
no, nobody does.
Anyway, you go ahead and give your thoughts, because you just stopped me before I read off any other topic. Go ahead, you have the floor.
I'll say this. Okay, there is good body positivity and there's bad. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like the whole thing with the fat thing. Okay, here's the thing. The only time being overweight was ever attractive was way back in, like, what was called, like, the what was called before the in the 1500s, because since food wasn't very out there, if you were fat, that was you were considered wealthy, and people were attracted to wealthiness. So fat people were more attractive back in those days. But since now that we're more we obtain food more easy now, we realize that one, it's not okay to be fucking fat at all, because it can cause a lot of health problems.
Yes.
The thing is this, okay, if there's a woman and she happens to be overweight, right? But the thing is there's this. You got men who are overweight, and then, but the thing is they're power lifters. So they do have a decent amount of mass. Okay, it's a lot of muscle, but the thing is they have a lot of fat in them too. But the thing is that fat's not unhealthy fat, because the thing is there's like sumo wrestlers. They're the most healthiest fat people on the planet, because their fat's not around their their guts and stuff. It's more or less on the front of their body. But the way how these people are doing body positivity, it's not healthy fat like sumo wrestler or a power lifter would be, because they're working out. They're still getting their stuff in. And the thing is, those people eat healthy. They don't just constantly eat junk food. They eat just plenty of lean chicken, a lot of greens, and good carbs. They eat all that so they can keep all that mass they have on them. However, this body positivity they're trying to talk about is just unhealthy overweight. It's not. They're not like heavy like Eddie Hall. Like Eddie Hall's about like 300 pounds and 6 foot. But the thing is, he's nothing but. But the thing is, Eddie Hall's nothing but muscle, and he's got a decent amount of fat to him. But if you see his diet and how he does everything, he's actually pretty fucking healthy, even though he's classified as overweight. Anyways, there's Eddie Hall overweight, which is but which is actually healthy for you, because you're working out, you're getting good supplements inside of you. And then there's unhealthy overweight, which is just I just eat McDonald's all day and do nothing but sit on my ass.
Yeah. There's a difference between that. Not for me, but what is clearly understood is that body positivity has its place. Body positivity in large is a negative, but in specifics is good. So if you have someone who cannot control the fact that they lost their appendage, or something about them that they can't change, being, you know what, I'm good. This is the best that I can be. I may have lost an arm, but I look good. I feel good about myself. It's something that they can't change, but their weight, you can change your weight. Yeah. So just giving up and just expecting men to want to find value in someone who's going all the time is not what's going to get you a high value man. It's going to get you the hillbilly down the street. That's what it's going to get you. It's sorry.
There's a reason why there's a term called hogging.
Hogging? Oh, explain that one.
Hogging is this. Basically, you and your boys, you put a jackpot, right? You put all your money in there, right?
Yeah.
And you have to fuck the fattest bitch that's in the bar. Whoever does the heaviest woman, there you go. Fucking, there you go. You win the money. But nobody's doing it out of attraction. They're doing it out just to win. Because nobody's attracted to fat people. So.
Whoa. I've never heard of that.
There are people who are attracted to the overweight things, like sexually, right? But the thing is, that's more or less a fetish. But I'm pretty sure the person can still understand overall that even though they are attracted to that type of body that's still horribly unhealthy and should definitely be avoided. Because if you think about it, like most people who are into the, you know, the whole fat thing, they're thin as hell. So, because they don't want to be fat themselves. Literally, they see the fucking struggle those fat fucks have to get through.
Oh yeah.
Why the hell would they want to be like that?
This guy's just knocking it out of the park. He's just knocking it out of the park. I don't have to say much to this guy.
Looking at you, Zoidberg, 656.
Yes, baby girl, come closer. I can smell you.
Oh no.
I kind of have to be like,
Phantom's just gonna make me laugh in the back.
shut up! You either join her, you can join her, I don't care. So the topic was body positivity is self-destructive. That means you, most of the time you see it, not really with men, but you see it with women who are generally, they're generally overweight. They are generally someone who has a lot of unsolved issues. So, and they're just like, well, everyone needs to accept me for who I am. I don't need to change. I don't need to do anything like this. I'm perfect exactly the way I am with health issues and all. It's not solving your problems, but expecting everyone else to accept you as like, oh, I'm a 10 out of 10 woman.
You know,
what that
seen
is.
a lady like that at the beach, and
that's just fat.
that's what she was out there. Like, two-piece, really large woman.
Wait, two-piece? Not one piece, two-piece?
No, two-piece. She was a big woman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The only way I saw her emerging out the water.
Just. Okay, no, it's not funny. It's not funny to do that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me get your thoughts on that.
The way, like, you said it, like, oh, it's just basically person that's over. Stop. The person that's like overweight is like saying like, oh, I love myself for who I am. Like, I always see, like, it's different people as well. I see multiple, like, different people actually do it. It's mostly women, like you said. Like, it's all mostly that. Sometimes it's not, like, just overweight women, like...
Yeah.
Maybe if they have, like, limbs, like, just something with your body that isn't, like, freaking everyone else doesn't have it as well.
Yeah, you know, you have appendages missing, and one thing I'll say about that as a counteraction, same thing I said in the previous video, we operate on mean, medians, and mode. So we need to understand the median. Most women who are talking about this body positivity are overweight. It should operate on what is generally known, and what's generally known is, you know, that's there. Of course, that does happen, and of course that does happen, and I just went. That does happen, and people do have that issue, and it's on them to self-improve and improve their mind. But those people have done it. They're just like, you know what? This is who I am. I cannot change that. Someone who's overweight can change their weight.
There is some people that are like that though. Like they have that thing where it's like they're overweight and they can't really do much about it.
Oh, it's a thing like
yeah, that's a gastro problem. That's a rare thing. That this is something that you can look up on the U.S. Census National Health Organization that points out all these things. When it comes down to it, 60 to 80% of Americans are overweight. A lot of them are adults, all right? And when it comes down to something like this, a lot of them are woke people. And those woke people keep talking, woke people keep talking about, oh yeah, it's yeah, this is perfect, this is perfectly normal, I'm perfectly fine doing this. It's not.
I live in America. Am I one of those 60%?
Yes! One word that'll get me demonetized is saying the word feminism, but of course I'll take that out. But one of the things that fourth wave feminism pushes is the idea of, hey, you know, there's no need to improve. This is perfect how you are. When it came down to the women's suffrage in 1965, when it was pushed towards that, you know, hey, you know, women can totally have that you know, that you want to be involved. Okay, cool. You want to have choice. Cool. That's what feminism stood for. Now it stands for, if it doesn't benefit me, it's racist. If it doesn't benefit me, it's, you know, you're hating on this. You're misogynistic. That's what this kind of points out, and that's where I kind of say that body positivity is a false thing. If the health is saying that, history is pointing that out, if you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, but you want,
try to get me, I'm gonna say it's because I'm black, isn't it?
dude, I'm black.
I'm about to go rob a bank, and when they try to arrest me because I'm black,
Don't do that. Do you see it as a problem? Do you see it as, you know, it is destructive or it is problematic to think without solving your issues or something like that? Do you think that it's a problem?
Yeah, if you're just saying that just like without actually like trying to do anything to maybe like make yourself healthier or anything, and you're just saying that just so people will like feel like, oh yeah, this fucking confidence and shit. If you're like working on it and like you're saying like, oh, I actually like self-love and all of that.
It's like you're trying to put the words together. You're trying to put the words together.
I'm gonna say I don't think it falls into any of those categories. I mean, look, something's chasing you, or something's after you. You outrun that person. That person ain't catching up to you. Or if that person falls, you know for a fact they're not gonna get up in time to get away. They're gonna hold whatever's chasing you. They're gonna hold it off for a good while, giving you plenty of time to get away.
And a zombie apocalypse. There you go.
He just did that to me in game. He literally closed and locked the door while I was running.
Wow! Wow! Wasn't that a very compelling video? I'm gonna tell you right now, that was interesting hearing those answers. Yeah. I'm gonna read the Bible now. There's people around me. I'm gonna read the Bible now. I know I'm butchering the name, but it's still good. Ecclesiastes 11:4. He who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap. That one's pretty simple and it's pretty straightforward. Pretty much saying we can sit here and just... We can... I came to one world and they started surrounding me really quickly. So we can sit here and play upon ourselves and just try to say that we're perfect as ourselves, but it's all about self-improvement. Something about your weight, for example, that's something that you can change, and we shouldn't settle for just being, okay, I'm stuck like this. No, we should, do better for ourselves. And that's something that you can apply.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can apply that to more places. Like for myself, it's been a while. I'm not working out as much, but I am. But that's something that that's on me. It's not on the world. It's not for the men. It's not for the women. It's on me to self-improve upon myself. And if I really want to reap what I sow, I better put in the effort. And there goes my copyright strike right there. Where is that coming from? Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to check out the Ko-Fi if you really want to, and then go ahead and subscribe. All right, and if you weren't already aware, check out my original channel. This is just my second channel, but check out my original one. All right, just scroll down a little bit, and then just check out the original channel, and then boom, you know what? Come next to me. Come next to me. Come next to me. No, come next to me. Anything you want to say to the internet?
اشتركوا بالقناة يا شباب يا حلوين. اشتركوا بالقناة. هذا العجي من عندنا المضيعة.
I didn't understand a word when he just said. He could have said to go eat pancakes all day. I crashed. What is happening?
It's a sausage party.
It's a sausage party. My goodness. Be sure to subscribe, or this guy will touch you in your sleep.
Yep.
No. That's it. I'm